afternoon. I'm Jamie Dearman.
And I'm Mandy Hoffman, and we'll be your host for this episode of Good Day Southeastern. We'll start off today's show with a short video that features and introduces a new restaurant in Hammond called Streetside Market. Take a look.
I'm Claire and I'm here today live at the very newest spot that Hammond has to offer, the Streetside Market. Located in the heart of downtown Hammond is the newest pop-in addition, a new restaurant that has been brought to you by 4 different collaborative owners. They've all put their brains together to come up with a wonderful, unique, different open market style restaurant. Here at the Streetside Market, there will be different types of various cuisine offered to you from all around the world. So you don't even have to pack your suitcase to go on an international cuisine quest and enjoy everything that the Streetside has to offer. If you're ever in the town of Hammond, I hope that you have the chance to come visit this unique location of an open style market that has food and drinks from all different kinds of international cuisine. Whenever you walk in, it truly is an international fair that all will enjoy. It's a place of community involvement and community interactivity that you do not want to miss out on.
It is a collaborative effort with 5 different kitchens that are in a completely new setting. It's like if you walk into somebody's house with an open kitchen, you can just immediately be a part of everything. And so you have an international affair going on. You have Asian and you have a little bit of Italian inspired by 113. One of our owners, Saul Rubio, has brought that to the table. And Treyen 2.0 is here. Everybody knows Treyen and everybody loves Treyen, but it finally is in a smaller, more modern setting. And then you have Morning Call, and that is one of the features and the hubs, really, of Streetside. Morning Call is, first of all, it's the only location in Louisiana right now, which is amazing that that's actually here in Hammond. So there's just a real unique kind of atmosphere right when you walk in. You're among the people, you're seeing a bunch of stuff all at once and smells you've never smelled that are so amazing. So it's just really a big, fun international affair.
Well, I'll have to visit Streetside Market soon. It looks incredible. So I'm sure we're all eager to jump straight into our show today, so let's get started. With us, we have Annie Goodman and Prakriti Adhikari from the Lions Roar. Welcome, you guys. Annie is the editor-in-chief, and Prakriti is a staff reporter. So, and they are here to discuss the mission of the newspaper and kind of along with what happens on the floor, just general information about it. So again, welcome, you guys.
Thank you.
Annie, can you begin by telling us the mission of Lions Roar?
Well, the Lions Roar, like many other news publications, we have pretty much 3-4 tenets. So, we're a watchdog, we are a forum for public opinion and free speech, and we also chronicle the happenings at Southeastern and in the community. So we keep track of everything that happens throughout the year, and we try and report on as much of it as possible so that in the future people can look back and see it. We also look out for any kind of, corruption or anything happening that shouldn't be happening and bring it to the light, as well as the great things that happen. We also bring those to the light to keep the public very informed on what it is that's happening around them.
Okay, yes. Awesome. So you kind of answered the next question, but how long has the Lions Roar been in circulation, and why is it important to the students and the university?
The Lions Roar has been around since 1937.
Nice. And why is it important to all of us?
It's important because it is not, what's the word I'm looking for? It is not regulated by the university.
It's not biased.
Yes, most any news organization their goal is to stay objective and avoid bias. However, in addition to the way that it is structured at the Lions Roar as a newspaper, a student newspaper, it gives us certain rights to, write about things that, the university may not want us to write about, but they cannot tell us not to because of free speech laws.
Okay. So, do you have any more additional information about the Lions Roar, things you would want to tell our viewers, like how they can get involved?
Yes. So there are many ways to do this. One of them is we have the letter to the editor, and that's anyone can send us an email at lionsroar@selu.edu with an opinion on something happening in the community or with them personally or here at Southeastern, and that will be published maybe published on our opinions page. We have Org News, where any organizations, clubs, anything like that on campus, if they have something coming up and they just want to get the information out, they can send us an Org News. They can send us requests for coverage. You can submit articles to us that you wrote yourself and would like to have published. We review them and vet them, and it may actually make it into print.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us, Annie, and taking time to talk to us about the Lions Roar, Southeastern's very own campus news source. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back to hear from the Lions Roar staff reporter, so stay with us.
What do you love most about being a student athlete at Southeastern?
So I chose teammates for life because on our golf team, nobody's from the same spot, but the friendships we've made once we graduate, I know we'll always be friends, we'll always see each other, we'll always come back and visit.
Paul, you want me to look into the camera? What do you want me to look?
I look right here, right directly on the camera.
Hello, I'm Clarence Gilliard Jr. You know what? I don't even go by Junior anymore. I'm 63 years old, good heavens. And hi, we're rolling, right? I forgot what movies I was in. Good evening. Clarence Gilliard here from Walker, Texas Ranger, Matlock, Die Hard, Top Gun, some other things you might know. Did you see me on Chips? I had hair then. I was also Santa Claus's elf at a Sears. Hello, I'm Clarence Gilliard Jr. from Matlock and Walker and Die Hard, and I'm here at the Columbia Theater. We will be together on October the 23rd in the evening for an event for you. Raise some money here in this beautiful Hammond, Louisiana area. So come on out. I'll sign all the autographs you want, and I'll answer all the questions you have. October the 23rd here at the Columbia Theater. See you there.
Cut. That's it. That's the tape.
Okay.
Welcome back to Good Day Southeastern. I want to welcome our second guest, Prakriti Adhikari. Prakriti is a student here at Southeastern and also a staff reporter for the Lions Roar. Prakriti, first, can you start by telling our viewers what year you're in and how long you've been a staff reporter for the Lions Roar?
I am a junior. It's my third year in college. I'm an accounting major, and I've been a staff reporter for 2 years now. I started off immediately since I joined college. Okay.
And what made you decide to become a staff reporter?
I would say that my extroverted nature kind of pushed me to start becoming and working as a reporter. I also wanted to get involved around on campus, see what's going on around without actually having a lot of obligations towards a particular organization, and being a staff reporter, going around and looking to see while also covering for the paper was a very good thing for me.
Okay.
So that was what led me to become a staff reporter.
Okay, great. And can you tell our listeners what is the coolest thing about being a staff reporter, and maybe like what's one of the most interesting stories you've come across?
The cool thing, I think, would be going around on campus and speaking to a lot of people. You come across different people, sometimes who do not like to be photographed. Some of the people would just keep talking.
Yeah.
Some people hesitate to talk. So it's a different experience, and I get to talk to students, faculty. I've taken a couple interviews with the president as well, so I think it's a cool thing.
Okay.
Could you tell us a little bit about those interviews with the president? That seems kind of nice.
It was really fun. I actually had my interview with the president a few days back. it was for the Southeastern birthday, and he's a really cool person. He's really nice. I had a fun time.
Okay,
All right, very good.
I'm just was a little thrown because I didn't know you were an accounting major. I'm like, accounting, staff reporting, those seems like two totally different things.
It is, but I'm working it out.
Hey,
It's
there you
fun.
go.
All right.
Okay, well, thank you, Prakriti, and thank you, Annie, for joining us. We always think more news is definitely a good thing. And again, we were so happy you were able to join us today.
All right. So stick with us. We'll be right back after a short commercial break.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Blank, your Miss Southeastern. On October 14th, Missoula Children's Theater's Little Red Truck will be coming out to the Columbia Theater to hold auditions for Jack and the Beanstalk. This will be a wonderful experience to shine on the grandest stage in the Florida parishes. Our young local performers will have the opportunity to learn from professional actors as they spend 5 days rehearsing for this amazing production. Then, on October 19th, they will perform the play on the majestic Columbia stage for everyone in the community to see. Bring your child stars out to the October 14th auditions for a one-of-a-kind opportunity. I'll be here to greet you, and I might even have cupcakes. For more information on how to become Columbia famous, visit our Facebook page or go to www.columbiatheater.org. See you at the Columbia.
And welcome back to Good Day Southeastern. I'd like to welcome our next guest, Alexis Sterling with Options, a group that has ties here at Southeastern. They are a nonprofit 501c3 organization. They're located right here in Hammond, and they've been providing services to folks with developmental needs since 1973. And we found out recently that Options will be hosting a fundraiser on September 28th called Ballin' for Options. Welcome to the show, Alexis.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Well, we're happy that we have you here, and I see that you are definitely a Saints fan. Are you looking forward to the game tonight?
We are very excited. We had a Saints Day today at Options in celebration of the first home game.
Oh, great. Yep, yes. I think we're all excited here. Looking forward to it. So I opened with a broad description of what Options is all about. Can you tell us a little bit more about the organization?
Of course. So Options, our goal is to help individuals with intellectual disabilities both live and work in the community. So we provide employment through our agency. We have the weaving studio. We have cleaning crews that clean here at Southeastern. And then we have our garden center, which provides employment as well. And then we also have our lawn and yard crew and a bead business. Okay. So we have multiple avenues of employment. And then we also provide enrichment services during the day. So it gives them an opportunity to be happy and active and engaged in the community. So we have partnerships with local businesses that they go and patron on a daily basis, as well as they do some health and fitness and exercise with some of our volunteers. And then we also provide residential community homes. So we have 4 community homes here in Hammond, and then we also have our apartments in Hammond as well. And then we also have some individuals who live in their own homes, so they have an apartment or a house. So we have multiple things that happen within our agency.
Okay, very good. Can you tell us a little bit about how Options fits in with Southeastern?
So we do, Southeastern allows us to create jobs for those individuals.
Okay, great.
So we clean the education building. We clean, I believe, Whitehall and Mims Hall and kinesiology. So we are actively engaged there. And then also for Ballin' for Options, the Southeastern Lady Lions basketball team volunteer with us and help train our players for the game day.
Okay. If someone is interested in volunteering with your organization, can you tell us a little bit about how that might come about?
Absolutely. So you can call us at Options. The number is 985-345-6269. We'll set you up with our volunteer coordinator. Her name is Shelby. She'll kind of give you a brief tour, kind of show you the areas that we provide services at, kind of take you through our whole campus, allow you to meet some of our participants, and then there's a small little consent packet and a volunteer form that need to be completed, and you can also complete the same packet online at optionsforyou.org.
Okay, very good. Well, let's get down to the real reason why you guys are here.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this upcoming fundraiser. It's the Ballin' for Options.
Yes,
How does it work?
So this is our third annual game. Ballin' for Options was founded by Jeff Day in 2017. He wanted individuals to have the opportunity to be active and engage with community members, and that's exactly what this event has done. We have also grown to now make it more of a fundraiser. Okay. So this year we have 51 sponsors for the game. And Claire is here representing Sterling Properties, who is one of our team sponsors this year.
Okay.
We have a total of 29 players, and we have a head coach who are all our participants and participate in options programs in some way, shape, or form. Okay. We have 13 volunteer coaches who are community members, whether they be some work at a bank. I have John Miller Edwards, who is the governor's son, who has been wonderful at helping us. I have a couple of Holy Ghost students. I have a St. Joseph student. And then, of course, Jeff Day oversees all the practices, and he helps pull in new community members every year.
Okay, any chance we can get his dad to come out?
One can hope.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Of course.
So you mentioned the sponsors. Can you tell us about your company and what role y'all play in it?
Sure. I work for Sterling Properties, and Sterling is really interested in giving back to organizations where we live, because we live in Hammond, we live in Covington, we live in Ponchatoula, and we're really, really wanting to give back to those organizations because they help people that live where we live. And this is, I believe, our 6th year donating and helping Options out. And I actually worked for Options a couple years ago. I ran the weaving studio, so it's really, really close to my heart. And this is our 2nd year being a team sponsor, so we're just really proud to be part of it.
Awesome. So what are some of your favorite memories about being involved with Options?
The participants, they're amazing. They're wonderful people, and they just have the greatest hearts. And of course the workers, made some great friendships, and we just love everybody.
My greatest memory is going to be Ballin' for Options. I have been there for 3 years, and that was the first big event that I helped plan. And so I have been there for all 3 of them. So that is kind of near and dear to my heart. The cheerleaders are a big add to the game day. And just seeing the community all come together to cheer on our players. It's a great opportunity for them. It's something that many of them didn't get to experience when they were in school. So it's really awesome to see all of their talents and see them shine and really be proud of who they are when they're on the court.
Okay. So do y'all know how this whole organization got started, like when it got started?
Options or Ballin' for Options?
Both.
Options was started in 1973 by a group of parents who didn't have the services that they needed for their own children. At the time, there was state school, but there was nothing that had that intimate relationship and it helped them build upon who they were. Now, Ballin' for Options is a little bit different. It's a lot newer, and that was founded by Jeff Day. The Rocker Family Foundation had recently donated some trikes in 2017, and he saw that it was able for the participants, even though they had disabilities, they still had a great ability to do things. And through that program, he wanted to find something that he could do and something that he could find his way to give back to our organization, and that is with helping plan this game.
All right, awesome. So we highlighted Sterling Company. What are some other sponsors that are involved in this?
So the event sponsors for this year are going to be the Hoover Family Foundation and the Rocker Family Foundation. We also have 4 team sponsors, which are Sterling Properties and Hancock Whitney, who are the sponsors for the Orange Rockets. And then we have Blackened Brew and Farm Bureau Insurance, who are sponsoring the Purple Knights.
Okay, awesome. So to kind of end this interview, kind of more of a lighter note, any predictions on the game tonight?
I can't tell you I have a prediction, but I certainly hope that we win.
Of course, you're wearing a Saints shirt.
I think we're all hoping that we see a win from the Saints tonight.
Absolutely.
But thank you both so much for taking the time to spend with us this afternoon. We are excited to help you guys support the Ballin' for Options. And again, do you want to tell us again, what's the website in case anyone's interested in volunteering?
Absolutely. It's www.options4u.org.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Guys. And we'll be right back to discuss some more upcoming events here on campus at Southeastern. Stay tuned.
I'm Robin Roberts, and I really love my job at Good Morning America. It's a great place to work. Another great place to work is Options, and guess what? They're hiring now. Both full-time and part-time positions are available for nights, evenings, weekends, and holidays. Options is looking for kind, compassionate, and dedicated individuals to help people with disabilities live and work in the community. It's really rewarding work because you know you're making a difference in someone's life. Now, I have supported Options for many years now, and Options needs you. So apply today at 19362 West Shelton Road here in Hammond.
What do you love most about being a student athlete at Southeastern?
So I chose teammates for life because on our golf team, nobody's from the same spot, but the friendships we've made once we graduate, I know we'll always be friends, we'll always see each other, we'll always come back and visit.
Hello, we're back on Good Day with Jenni O'Neil from the Alumni Center. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
So she is here to talk about the Networking for Introverts event this coming Wednesday and a little bit about homecoming coming up. So thank you again. So Kira Moore spoke with Sandy Summers on Friday about the Networking for Introverts that will be held at the Alumni Center on Wednesday at 4:30. So why is this event so special to the Alumni Association?
The Alumni Association has really, we've been putting more things into practice to help our students transition from being a student to a successful graduate, So we've been working with our networking and professional development committee, trying to find these events that would help students now. And so Networking for Introverts was born out of one of these committee meetings. So many people today are, used to networking online and, not as familiar with doing it in person. And people tend to be shy. So we wanted to get them together in a room, take away all that awkwardness, and give them the tips and tricks they need to make it through any type of networking situation. But especially with career fair coming up, we wanted them to be comfortable going into that situation.
Okay. Awesome. So who can attend the event?
It's open to anyone, any student, and then we also are opening up to alumni of all ages if they wanted to come. I know we have quite a few young alumni attending, and actually a large amount of freshmen, which is kind of impressive.
Hey, yeah.
They're barely here on campus, and they're already knowing what they need to do to get prepared. Yeah, I love it. So excited about that.
So what is the setup of the event? I guess. What can people who are attended can expect?
Sure. When they come in, there will be about 15 minutes or so of just networking, getting familiar with the space. After about 15 minutes, we'll do our welcome and we'll introduce our guest speaker. She's going to do a presentation and present 4 different scenarios that, a student or someone applying for a job might encounter. So there's job interview, a networking event, like if you were to go to a chamber event. There's 2 more, and I'm so sorry I didn't bring my notes. Anyway, she's going to run through all of these different situations, provide the tools you need to get through them, and then we'll have some of our Gold Council, which are our young alumni advisory council members, come up and demonstrate those.
Okay. So you mentioned registering. How do people register for the event?
If you go to the Career Services webpage and look for the pre-fair events, it's listed on there with a registration link.
Okay, awesome. So turning to homecoming, y'all are really busy prepping for it and all the activities around it on October 12th. What events do y'all have planned?
We host the homecoming court reception on the Monday of homecoming week. We also have an alumni reunion pep rally that's Thursday nights, right before homecoming weekend. That's at Santa Fe Cattle Company. It's from 5 to 7. Anyone's invited to attend, but we, of course, invite all of our alumni who may be coming coming in from out of town.
Okay.
The spirit team and the band are there, and they do a performance. There'll be a live radio remote, some door prizes, free food. Cash bar. Yeah, free food is amazing, right? We just ask that people register ahead of time so that we know how to prepare. That Friday evening, we do our Alumni Awards our Alumni Awards dinner, which, it's our signature event for the year where we honor and recognize those distinguished alumni who have, gone on to do really wonderful things in their professional and personal careers. This year, our Alumnus of the Year is Michelle Kidd Sutton, CEO of North Oaks Hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then Dr. Daniel Roberts, he's the Vice Chancellor of North Shore Community College. He's our young alumnus of the year.
Okay, awesome. So what's your favorite thing about homecoming?
My favorite thing is the tailgate. It's, a little more casual, a little more fun. So I like that. And getting to, meet and talk with so many different people who have come from all over. It's just a fun get to know people sort of event.
So where can our viewers get more information in general about everything going on for homecoming?
Homecoming has its own webpage dedicated to everything, so it's selu.edu/homecoming. Everything is there. All the registration links, all the reunions, all the events the students are doing as well, the theme, all of it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. Stand by, Southeastern, and we'll be right back in a minute to wrap up the show.
I'm Robin Roberts, and I really love my job at Good Morning America. It's a great place to work. Another great place to work is Options, and guess what? They're hiring now. Both full-time and part-time positions are available for nights, evenings, weekends, and holidays. Options is looking for kind, compassionate, and dedicated individuals to help people with disabilities live and work in the community. It's really rewarding work because you're making a difference in someone's life. Now, I have supported Options for many years now, and Options needs you. So apply today at 19362 West Shelton Road here in Hammond.
Welcome back. Before we go today, I wanted to share a few upcoming events that you can expect to see in and around campus. Remember that every Monday evening, including right after today's show, the Student Government Association meets in Fayard 107.
And on a quick celebratory note, one of our alumni, Tori Bishop, she is the owner of Obsession and I believe Tailored. She just got named as the best boutique in the state of Louisiana, so a big shout out and congratulations to her. And on Wednesday, don't forget about the Networking for Introverts event at the Alumni Center starting at 4:30. It'll help you get ready for the Career Fair September 19th at the Pennington Center.
Well, that's all for today's show. I hope you enjoyed all of our special guests, and we appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. It's been a good day, Southeastern.